How's it burning, ladies and gents? Blunt Hammer here with another marathon video. If you want to be kept up to date with everything marathon, make sure to like and subscribe, as it truly helps the channel grow and reach others just like you. Now let's get rolling. There's a lot to get into, so let's not waste any of your time and get right into it. So we're starting out with ranked in marathon. Gear up for glory. Put your survival skills to the test, climb the competitive ladder, and prove you're a top runner on Tau Ceti in ranked mode. Your first chance to play ranked is this weekend, March 21st at 10 a.m. PT to March 24th at 10 a.m. PT. So you can only play ranked for those few days. Okay. Ranked mode is in beta for Season 1, and as a feature that's still in development, we're looking for substantial feedback from all of you to continue shaping ranked mode into the best version it can be. Overview. Ranked is designed to test everything you've learned in Marathon, including looting, PvP success, and strategic risk-taking. You'll earn score based on your performance on a run, with your score target determined by a new item, the Holo Tag. More on that below. You'll earn ranked points by meeting your score target in a run. Over time, you can climb through 6 ranks: bronze, silver, gold, platinum, diamond, and pinnacle, with 3 tiers each: bronze 3, bronze 2, bronze 1, etc. At the end of the season, you'll secure rewards based on the highest rank you earned during the season. Even if your final standing is lower, we don't want the fear of losing rewards to stop you from playing. Each season will bring a unique set of rewards you can only earn from playing ranked. Season 1's rewards will include a ranked emblem for the highest rank you achieve that season, plus Pinnacle, Gun Style Title, Diamond, Gun Style, Platinum, Gun Style, Gold, Runner Shell Style, Destroyer, and Title, Silver, Player Background. We'll share the full details on these rewards and how to secure them as the season progresses. Additionally, each time you earn a new rank each season, you'll get a loot package which contains gear and room keys to randomly selected zones. Ranked availability. You must be runner level 25 to queue for ranked. Ranked opens up for play on the weekends, with each weekend featuring a different planet-side zone: perimeter, dire marsh, or outpost. The first weekend will be on perimeter. All crews, solos, duos, and trios match together for ranked. So bring friends to help, or go as a lone wolf to test your skills against opposing crews. Bet on yourself. Choose your stakes. When you queue for ranked, you have 2 options: low stakes and high stakes. These are separate matchmaking pools with different requirements for entry. Low stakes queue ranked. Minimum gear ante 3,000. Minimum holo tag tier bronze. High stakes queue ranked plus. Minimum gear ante 10,000. Minimum holo tag tier platinum. Note that the first weekend of ranked will only have low stakes queue available to give people a chance to start climbing the ladder and prepare for high stakes. Let's break down gear ante and holo tags. Gear ante. The gear ante is the minimum requirement on your equipped gear's value in credits. For reference, the 3,000 gear ante is about the equivalent of a set of enhanced gear with a few deluxe pieces. The 10,000 gear ante is about the equivalent of a set of deluxe gear with a few superior pieces. Alright, that's good. You gotta put up a minimum of your gear to bet on yourself. Having a gear ante ensures everyone in your match is putting a minimum amount on the line to compete. No being matched with a teammate going on a naked knife run or downing enemy runners with just sponsored kits. Holo tags. In addition to the gear ante, you must bring 1 holo tag in your backpack to queue for ranked. You can purchase holo tags using credits in the armory, or if you defeat an enemy runner and exfil with their holo tag, you can use it for your future runs. There are 6 tiers of holo tags: bronze, silver, and gold, low stakes, and platinum, diamond, and pinnacle, high stakes. You can purchase up to your current rank of holo tag tier in the armory. So if you're gold, you can purchase gold, silver, bronze. If you're platinum, you can unlock platinum, gold, silver, and bronze, etc. How does scoring work? You have a score target set by your team's holo tag values. Loot valuable items to get score. Once you reach your score target, exfil and get rated points. If you exfil before you hit your target, you don't get rated points. If you die, you lose rated points based on your team's holotag values. You can get bonus rated points, aka overperformance capacity, by looting enemy players' holotags or collecting tag chips from UESC and map events. At the highest level, the points you earn are based on the value of loot your crew collects and exfils with on your run. When your loot meter fills up, it's time to exfil. Wanna go deeper? Oh yeah, buckle up. The holotag you bring into the match sets two important values for your run: a score target and a loss penalty. The credit value of loot you find counts towards your crew's score, excluding certain items like ammo and consumables. When your crew reaches its score target, any additional loot does not count unless you loot enemy holotags that grant you overperformance capacity and allow you to earn over your initial score target. Here's the complete breakdown. Score target equals the minimum total loot value your team needs to exfil with to earn ranked points. Your score target is decided by your team's combined holotag value. Starting loadouts don't count towards your score target. Exfil at your score target to earn RP. Exfil with less than your score target and your rank has no change. Overperformance capacity equals how much loot over that score you can earn bonus points for. This number starts at 0. You can gain overperformance capacity by looting enemy runner holotags or tag chips which drop from high value UESC and in-run activity. Loss penalty equals how much you lose by failing to exfil. This number is decided by your team's combined holotag value. You only lose RP if you fail to exfil. Note that holotags persist after exfil, so you can use them on your next run. You can sell holotags for full value after exfil. Want to do the math? Here are the numbers. So here's a chart that tells you which tier, how much it costs to get that tag, what the target score is for that tag, how much you lose if you lose that tag or die, fail to exfil, and the overperformance capacity, or how much more past your target you can go. So you got bronze, silver, gold, platinum, diamond, and pinnacle. You can also find lootable tag chips during a ranked match by defeating UESC and engaging with map events. Tag chips count as valuable loot towards your score target, and they also grant overperformance capacity. Tag chips auto sell on exfil. So here's the tag chips value, 250, and overperformance can go up to 400. You can stack up to 5. Polished tag chips are worth a little more. Way more overcapacity. You can only stack 3. This is a lot to take in, so to summarize, the better you and your team's holo tags, the more ranked points you can earn from a run. I keep reading hot dogs, man. Every time I fucking read this word, I'm also reading hot dogs. It's ridiculous. Higher tier holo tags require you to exfil the more loot to reap the benefits, and they bring a higher loss penalty if you die. But if you only bring in lower tier holo tags, you'll hit your score cap more quickly and have less potential upside per run. Or in professional terms, you need to risk it for the biscuit. Up next, your first chance to play ranked starts on Saturday, March 21st at 10 a.m. Pacific till Tuesday, March 24th at 10 a.m. Pacific on Perimeter. This will be low stakes queue only to give people time to gear up and prep for high stakes runs. Ranked mode is in beta for Season 1 and we'll be watching closely for your feedback. Send us your thoughts in our official Discord and keep an eye on our Marathon Development Team accounts on Twitter, Blue Sky, and Discord. We'll keep you posted on what we're hearing and adjustments we're making, both for ranked and all things Marathon. Good luck in your first ranked runs. So that's all the info on ranked, but there's so much more left. That is just the rank update and the rank information. Now we're actually going to be able to get into the update 1.0.5, the one about Cryo Archive. So these are the patch notes and things that they've updated. So let's get right into it. Now there is a lot to go over, so I am going to go very quickly through all this. Item economy. Added 3 new random rolled implant perks that can only be found on implants looted from Cryo Archive. Covert recovery. While in smoke, your self-repair speed is increased and you use your healing consumables faster. Freeloader. Defeating an enemy with a knife attack grants a small amount of tactical and prime ability energy. Panic Response. While at low health, using a healing consumable grants the effects of Cardio Kick for a short duration. Added 3 new mods that can only be looted from Cryo Archive. Punishment. This weapon deals significantly increased damage against redacted combatants. Ooh, redacted combatants. That's gotta be the compilers. Testament. Aiming down sights for a short duration increases this weapon's range and aim assist by a massive amount. Hurricane. While airborne, this weapon has increased stability and greatly reduced accuracy penalties. Sponsored kits. Rook no longer gets a surplus sponsored kit upon death. Combat. Players can now activate exfil beacons while downed. Good luck. That's crazy. Decreased camera shake intensity from incoming melee and knife attacks. Increased post-run spectator camera timeout from 30 seconds to 120 seconds. That way you can spectate the clowns that you just left behind after you exfilled. Fixed an issue where a player could have a finisher used on them right as they were completing a self-revive or being revived, immediately downing them again. Fixed instances of revive timer lockout shaders appearing on enemy runners' body tags. Fixed instances where ability activations could become desynced with the server. Adjusted the hacked status screen effect to be lower intensity and have slower glitch crawling effect. Runners. Assassin. Fixed an issue where Assassin's smoke puck would not change appearance based on the equipped runner shell style while activating Shadow Dive. Thief. Pickpocket drone can no longer loot players who are in the active exfil animation. Damn, there you go. Fucking thieves just camping out at exfil, stealing shit from you as you're trying to leave. That's fucking dirty, yo. Fixed an issue where pickpocket drone's on-screen button prompt wouldn't update to match a player's changed keybind or controller button mapping. Fixed an issue where high-speed grapples could affect network stability. Triage. Fixed an issue where being close to max heat could prevent players from using the battery overcharge ability. Rook. Removed Rook's runner level requirement. Rook can now be used at runner level 0. Implants. Fixed an issue where Graceful Landing V5's unique trait could be activated by Vandal's microjets from flat ground. Fixed an issue where Graceful Landing V5's unique trait was not scaling detonation damage correctly for longer falls. UESC. Fixed an issue where UESC would repeatedly use the same ladder. I've actually seen this, like, not just using the same ladder, like, going up and down, but, like, in the middle of being on the ladder, he was just, like, twitching up and down, just stuck, and he couldn't go anywhere. It was hilarious. Fixed a number of issues that could cause AI to freeze in place or become unresponsive. Contracts and events. Improve the visual clarity of contract and activity waypoint icons. Crews carrying both coordinate data pads must now bring both of them to the location of the cache before the loot is revealed. Previously, any crew member being present at the location would reveal the loot. So you can't just show up and take everything, because I've had that happen to me. I was the one that found the coordinates, and one of my teammates got there before us, and he just fucking took everything, yo. Like, by the time we got there, it was empty, nothing but ammo and trash, like just new cal trash. Fix some scenarios where the Mida Order Chaos 1-1, Traxxas Return on Investment 3-5, and Traxxas Liaison could prevent players from completing the contract. Fixed an issue where the UI could become out of sync between crew members on the same contract during a run. I thought my screen was going crazy. This is just actually has green shit all over it. I was like, what's going on with my fucking monitor? It's just the post has this for some reason. I wonder if that's I wonder if that means anything. Anyways, let's see. Where was I? Perimeter intercept dropships should no longer clip through the environment in South Relay. Tripwires placed in overflow hallways should no longer be floating in midair. Fixed an issue where decon would not show up on the overhead map when a contract requires it. Dire Marsh. UESC dropships that arrive during the lockdown event in the northeast corner of Algae Ponds will no longer fly in through player space, killing players in their path. Pinging the stabilization device and anomalous matter on the overhead map will now show a string in the crew feed, notifying your crewmates. That's nice. Fixed an issue with the Traxxas liaison contract where the commander would despawn if a crew didn't engage and kill it in time. Outpost. Encounters spawning on the roof of flight control have been improved and should now correctly engage players. User interface and experience. Achievements. Fixed an issue where players would not get the Welcome to Tau Ceti achievement. Armory. Item tooltips in the armory now primarily show the purchase cost instead of the value the item sells for. Codex. New Codex challenges added for Ranked and Cryo Archive. A new indicator will appear on Codex categories containing challenges added in patch 1.0.5. Fixed an issue where inspecting an item in the Codex could display flickering text. Fixed an issue where acquired items challenges in the Codex indicated that the challenge could be completed by simply picking up the item. Challenges now accurately state that successful exfil with the items is required. Fixed an issue where the Waster Shotgun Codex challenge incorrectly noted that it could be completed by downing a runner. Updated the text to indicate that a full elimination is required. Fixed an issue where the Thief Codex challenge Shattered Hopes incorrectly tracked combatants. This challenge has been updated to track runners only. Fixed an issue where the Thief Master Codex challenge No Target Too Great was only tracking wardens. This challenge will now track wardens and commanders. Fixed an issue where the Destroyer Codex challenge Close the Gap would not complete when downing a runner too close to the initial thruster activation. Fixed an issue where claiming seasonal level rewards from the Codex could displace items in the overflow, causing them to be lost. Challenges granting gear rewards will now check for items in overflow and prevent claiming until the overflow has been emptied. Fixed an issue where inspecting non-weapon items in the Codex would display a compatible weapons string. In-run. Improve the overall legibility of the revive prompt. Some waypoints will now fade when aiming down sights. Items. Exfilling with a temporal fragment will produce variable rewards depending on your seasonal runner level. Lobby. Loadout will now show a banner warning you that you have overflow items. Added a shortcut for I or Start to open the loadout menu. Added a shortcut for Tab or Options to open the loadout menu while preparing for a run. Updated missing equipment warning to clarify that players are missing health or shield consumables. Fixed an issue preventing commonly found items from being shown when selecting map regions. Ping system. Activity icons pinged from the overhead map will more reliably show their waypoints. Yes, thank you. Rewards Pass. Premium Rewards Pass voucher items should no longer appear in your inventory. Run Report. Fixed an issue where the runner level up reward screen was sometimes blank. Social. Added the rated tab into the runner connections panel so that you can see how you stack up against your connections. Store. Updated incorrect item rarity for the Lux Palace, Override TSL, and Cyber Red runner shells from Deluxe to Superior. Vault. Consumables, ammo, salvage, and grenades now have larger stack sizes in the vault. Added filter tabs for keys and backpacks. Voice chat. Added an option for consoles and Game Pass to support crew voice push to talk while in a run. This only applies to runs. The lobby will still utilize an open mic. Adding an additional push to talk option, tap. When set, tapping on the proximity or crew chat buttons will open the mic until you're done speaking or tap the buttons again. Fix the number of issues causing voice chat interruptions and inconsistencies. The tap setting for push to talk is huge. I cannot tell you how important that is for me. I'm going to be able to talk so much shit to people now just playing the game and tapping the prox chat and just talking shit. And it will, I don't have to hold it down anymore, so it's not going to affect my gameplay. So that's why I didn't do it too much, is because I'll do it every now and again, mainly when I'm out of a fight, because when you're in the fight, you don't want to do it, but I could do it in the fight. It's going to be so much more fun. It's going to be amazing. Weapon customization. Optimized sticker and charm placement on a handful of weapons. Stability. Added AMD Anti-Lag 2 low maintenance to video settings. Weapon and equipment. Ammo crate. Fixed an issue where ammo crates could not be interacted with when placed close to walls or terrain. That has happened to me before. Cardio kick. Fixed an issue where normal and depleted versions of Cardio Kick's status icon appeared separately in the HUD. Claymore mine. Fixed an issue that prevented claymores from taking splash damage when attached to other objects. Oh, okay, I see what that means. So, like, if a claymore was attached to another object, like a box or a thief drone, then it wouldn't take splash damage from any type of splash damage. Okay. Knife. Knife cosmetics will no longer unequip after failing to exfil. V75 Scar. Fixed an issue with the Rampage mag that was causing bullets to ricochet off turrets despite dealing damage. Waster Combat Shotgun. Reduced leftward motion in firing recoil. Okay, that's nice. I did notice that sometimes when I shoot, it kind of moves weird. Increased duration of spin ready required before it can be interrupted by weapon fire. Redistributed damage fall off. It now retains near max damage at point blank range, but falls off much more quickly. That's amazing. So now you can't just get shotted up from far away, but you keep your near max damage at point blank range. So it's more of like a sawed-off shotgun, like it's supposed to be. Reduced aim assist cone size and reduce the influence of aim assist on pellet spread as they travel. Damn, the pellets were aim assisting as they were traveling. So when you would shoot the gun, the pellets would just move in the direction, just fucking target tracking people. God damn. Miss Raya 2442. Reduced leftward motion in firing recoil. Long shot. Fixed an issue with the gold mod resetting its counter incorrectly and disappearing from the buff tray display. Mods. Drag and drop can now be used to remove weapon mods from weapons. Dragging a mod attached to a weapon into the backpack or vault will now remove the mod and place it into that inventory rather than moving the entire weapon. Chips. Endless Runner. Fixed an issue with the superior rarity version having an incorrect string. Optics. Thermals. Fixed an issue where thermals were not highlighting invisible UESC combatants, ticks, and tick nests. Generators. Fixed the tooltip display issue that incorrectly labeled the decreased charge time as increased charge time. Magazines. Cloud Feather Chamber was missing its weight reduction stat bonus, making it too similar to Turbo Chamber. It now correctly grants a bonus to weight reduction. Barrels. Suppressors. Remove the health display scramble and the 2D damage indicator effects that happen to victims shot by a weapon with a suppressor attachment. Developers note, we may revisit this in the future, but for now we believe this muddied the gameplay language too much and the benefit of a quieter weapon is attractive enough for these mods. Zones. Cryo Archive. Cryo Archive has been added to the game. Good luck getting there. Good luck getting there. Yeah, we'll see. Audio. UESC spawning animation will now play all of the associated audio. Lowered the range that you can hear other players in combat. Yes, thank you, fucking John Marathon. I so appreciate that because once they changed that, man, the fights were just non-stop. You would engage in a fight, right? As soon as you engage in a fight, whether you win or lose, like, there would be another team to take out the winners from that fight. And it's just ridiculous. You have no time to heal, no time to loot, nothing. You're just immediately in another fight. And it's fine, but you gotta be able to separate and have some time to kind of strategize and stuff. And yeah, it's not gonna happen all the time, but it was just so often because once people heard the gunshots, they would just run directly there. And then you would, be in the middle of a fight, and then you just get snuck up on from behind, and there's just nothing you can do, really, realistically. So that's going to do it for the Marathon patch notes. We can take a look and see what some of the things they updated in the codex are. So if we go here under, one of the first ones I noticed was ranked. So you have ranked now here. You have all the different ranks and the items you get for completing certain ranks and reaching certain ranks. Realistically, based off of my own gameplay and what I think and how difficult the game is in general on top of the other players, I would realistically place myself maybe somewhere in like high gold, low platinum, maybe, if I had to guess. Maybe with the audio change being reverted, maybe that could be a little bit higher. In the other competitive games that I play, I'm usually ranked a little higher, but not really high. So In as an example, in Rivals, I'm Grandmaster in Rivals, so I would say that's probably around like the platinum or so, the gold area for this game. Depending, we'll see. I mean, the game's very sweaty. I might be bronze or silver for all I know. We'll just have to wait and see. And it's just different strategy. When you're playing in the game, you're mostly playing for fun and your own personal goals, like your own contracts and trying to do specific missions, so you're not really too engaged in trying to fight and exfil every single time. But in rank, there's going to be the point system that you want to try to loot that a certain amount of worth. So you're trying to loot a certain amount of items out to reach the goal, and that's what's going to level you up after you exfil, not necessarily fighting other people or doing specific missions. But if you die, you do lose pretty much everything and your points on top of that. So it's going to be real interesting. We'll see. I'm definitely going to be playing ranked as soon as it's out, and I want to see where I place, and I will have more thoughts on that then. There's also some cosmetics I think that they might have added for ranked. All these things are redacted, so we don't really know much. There is this weapon skins, I guess. This should be alright. I mean, they'll probably come out with really crazy ones in the future. This is just some real basic looking stuff. They're alright. We'll see. I'm sure they'll come up with better stuff. And then they also have under Legend. No, not here. Titles, yes, titles. Vidmaster they added. So the Cryo Archive missions they've added here. Eliminate 25 hostiles with melee damage in a single run. Exfil without using any health healing consumables. That's crazy. You just use triage, going triple triage. Eliminate 3 rooks in a single run. I think that's just in general. This has nothing to do with Cryo Archive, because I don't think rooks can get into Cryo Archive, if I'm not mistaken. Unless Cryo Archive is a map separate from the Marathon. But I think it's on the Marathon. Eliminate 7 hostile runners in a single run on Cryo Archive. That's great. And they also added Cryologists. So defeat UESC commanders with Zeus in a Cryo Archive. Exfil after eliminating a compiler. Look at that. Exfil after eliminating a compiler in Cryo Archive. Requiem for a Cyborg. So the compilers are going to be 100% in the game as an enemy. You have to eliminate them. These are redacted. We'll see why. Find the hidden cache in Cryo Archive. Use batteries. Perform a security level 3 scan. Okay, I don't know what that is. Batteries. What are we using batteries for? To charge things? To connect things? To power things? Acquire security clearance level 5 in Cryo Archive. Access the security level 5 hatch in Cryo Archive. Eliminate 100 UESC in a single run. Bro, Cryo Archive is going to be crazy. There's going to be so much puzzles within that's going to be figured out over time, and more loot to be had. It's going to be amazing. I can't wait. They also added some information about Cryo Archive. This is the background. That looks really nice. The emblem. Little snowflake. Exploration. So here, check it out. Open containers in control in Cryo Archive. Open containers in cargo. Open containers in index. Open containers in biostock. Open containers in preservation, steerage, revival. These were the names of all the ARG steps. So I'm assuming that these are all the POIs in our Cryo Archive. And I wonder if the ARG information, if it's going to be relevant in figuring out how to do whatever puzzles are in this. Because if that's the case, I'm gonna have to go back and take a look at some of the earlier ones before I joined and started looking into everything. But I do understand revival and preservation very, 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 very well. So we'll see if anything goes on with that. And collectibles. These are some of the collectibles. You got the UESC Marathon itself. Unknown Reverie. Look at that. Yeah, so Cryo Vault. Exfil with AI subroutine. Cryo maintenance 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Exfil with AI subroutines 1 through 6. So exfil 6 unique AI subroutines and access archive 7. Bro, okay. This is the keys. 100% this is the keys. I would bet my whole vault on it. I bet 152,000 credits on it that it is these keys here. Cryo archive keys. So I have key 1, 2. I have 2 1s. I have a 2, and I have 2 2s. Okay, so I have 2 1s, 2 2s. I have a prestige 3, and I have a prestige 5. So I have 1, 2, 3, and 5. I'm missing 4 and 6, so I don't have keys 4 or 6. I don't have keys 4 through 6. And these all open each one. And I should go back again and see. It's probably says, I think it says pump station on the one key. I think it's the prestige ones. Required tranquility credentials. UESC pump credentials. Pump was 3. Pump is 3. Yep. At 5, which is a secret. Yeah, so those keys, prestige keys, are going to get you the subroutines, but you have to exfil with it. Grants partial access to the Cryo DNA network. Exfil AI subroutines from Cryo Vaults 1 to 6 to access the network. Oh my god. You got to use the keys to access something else, and like this is going to be the final thing. The Cryo archive is just the beginning, like 100% just the beginning. That's fucking crazy. And then the skins, hell yeah. Oh man, these are so dope looking. I love the color scheme. Yo, what? Look at that one. The fucking triage looks sick. And then my personal favorite shell, the assassin. Damn, dude. They fucking did a good job on this. This is what I'm talking about. That's awesome. Eliminate a compiler and exfil from Cryo archive using a vandal. Eliminate a compiler and exfil. Okay, so you have to eliminate a compiler and exfil with the thief shell to get these skins. That's awesome. Sift aside. Wow, dude. Amazing. Here we have eliminate a compiler. Always forget to get my free shit, guys. Don't forget your free shit. I haven't been logged in for like a day and a half, 2 days almost now, I think. I probably missed the whole refresh for sure. It's free money here. Even if you don't use it. Even if you don't have the space. That's going to do it for the marathon patch note and ranked updates. We're going to be getting into the game in the next day or so and trying to figure out all the new secrets and all the new stuff for Cryo Archive. There are still people working on the ARGs, the last parts of the ARG. Just got to be killing as a community 500 million UESC bots. So get to work in if you're available and on play. Kill as many bots as you can. Use that prox chat, team up with other runners, and just try and kill all the UESC bots over and over again. And get the whole lobby down, guys, because this is going to be huge. Once we do this, this might be the last step. There might be more, but I think it's the last thing. Everything else has been so difficult puzzle-wise, and just very complicated and convoluted. So this is the simple thing where everyone can participate. And then I think once this is done, we'll get access to the Cryo Archive. There's so many secrets to be found within there, I'm sure. In the codex, there was some entries explaining something about AI subroutines, which you need the prestige marathon keys. These prestige marathon keys, Cryo Archive 3, Cryo Archive 5, shows tranquility credentials. This one shows pump credentials. And these purple ones, I think, are about the same. They probably don't do, they're different numbers, but I don't think they're as important as these prestige ones. So this is the secret cargo. This is the pump station. And if we go to the codex under Cryo Archive, we can see here that to get into the Cryo Vault, which has got to have crazy stuff, we need to collect all 6 keys and access and exfil with the AI subroutines of each one. So the ones that I have is secret cargo, which is 5, and I have 3, which is pump station. So these two I already have. I'm not only gonna have to have the key, I have to successfully exfil with this whatever comes in here and collect all of them so that I can access Archive 7, whatever Archive 7 is, which I'm assuming will be the Cryo Vault, with all the best loot. So there's gonna be a lot of really cool stuff here. So I don't know if there's gonna be puzzles within these areas for secret things. So if we count them as 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, there's seven locations, and there are 6 different keys. Technically 7 with the vault. So my guess is that you take each of the prestige keys and you unlock them in each of the areas that they're in, and then once you get an exfil with those items, all 6, you get access to the 7th key, which is going to be in whatever the final location is, and that's where we access the Cryo Vault. And that's just the theory. It's just something that I just thought up on the spot. So I mean, this is gonna be crazy, guys. This is gonna be like peak gaming in terms of the amount of like steps and secrets and things within things that we must do to unlock the real like hidden treasures and hidden loot within the map. So super stoked, can't wait, very much looking forward to it. And that's gonna do it for the video. Genuinely appreciate each and every one of you supporting my channel. I'll be bringing you more marathon content in the weeks and months to come, so stay tuned. That's a wrap on another dank blunt video. Like the video if you liked it, dislike it if you dislike. Comment your thoughts below and share this video with all your best buds. Until the next light, blunt out. Wanna go deeper? Oh yeah, buckle up.